For decades, coffee imports entered the United States largely duty-free. But now some of America's top trading partners are facing double-digit tariffs on their imports, including coffee. That's true of Brazil, the largest supplier of coffee to the United States. Its exports now face a 50% tariff into America. It's straining an industry that provides more than 1 million jobs in the US, and it's poised to strain prices too. Our North America business correspondent Erin Delmore has been hearing from importers.
This is a bag of 50 pounds of Brazilian French roast. It would have been $147.50 before the tariff and $359.50 after the tariff.
Peter Longo's Puerto Rico importing company has been a staple on New York City's Bleecker Street since 1907. A bestseller is Café Blend. It's reliant on Brazilian beans. They're now subject to a 50% import tax thanks to President Trump's tariffs.
The amount of the tariff is so large that it's going to really affect the price of the coffee. So for instance, if we're selling coffee for $15.99 and there's a 50% tariff, that coffee is going to go up another $8. That's going to be in the 20s. That's crazy. People won't buy it. $30 a pound, that's ridiculous. That's going to kill the market for Brazilian coffee, which is, I guess, the purpose. They want to punish Brazil for whatever reason, so they're putting a draconian tariff on it.
More production at home will mean stronger competition and lower prices for consumers.
President Trump is remaking the global trade world order through tariffs, charging importers like Peter a fee to bring products in from other countries. The goal is to get foreign countries to lower trade barriers and to make foreign-made products more expensive so that American-made products are more competitive and eventually preferred. That, in turn, would spur more manufacturing and production of goods right here in the USA.
But the thing is, coffee isn't really grown in the US. Thanks. It can't be. It's a tropical fruit that grows along a narrow strip of land around the equator. It does grow in some parts of Hawaii and Puerto Rico and a tiny slice of Southern California, but that's not nearly enough to power the 450 million cups of coffee Americans drink every day. And so, virtually all of it needs to be imported. And that's why tariffs on coffee-producing countries, and especially those 50% tariffs on Brazil, which supplies around 1/3 of all the coffee consumed in the US, is impactful for people who sell and import coffee like Peter.
Horribly stressed. Horribly stressed. It keeps me up at night because you have to try to figure out a way to manage your cash flow to anticipate what's coming.
The stakes were high before tariffs were even announced. Back in February, the global price of Arabica coffee hit its highest point on record. Even though that's come down a bit, roasted coffee cost consumers 15% more last month than it did a year prior. All of that puts pressure on sellers like Peter.
This is how I make my living, so if we have to shrink, we'll shrink. And if we have to shrink to the point where we go out of business, there's nothing I can do about it, and we'll do the best we can.
But he's betting that that morning cup of joe is something people will keep shelling out for, even if it costs them more.
I need 3 double espressos just to be conscious. And I know my customers are very ritualized when it comes to their coffee. They enjoy it. It's something they look forward to. So I don't think coffee is going away.
Me neither. Around the world and across the UK, this is BBC News.